Beware of the shadows that grow darker as night falls. A figure plans to cross your path, but not all things that approach you come with pure intentions. An unseen presence watches your steps closely. Trust the angel's guidance and avoid entering the spaces where shadows linger. There are moments when unseen forces gather around you. The angels say, listen closely, for a dark figure prepares to test your courage. The angels speak of a shadowy figure, planning to cross your path at the most unexpected time. Beware, for its energy is not to be trusted. A warning comes from the angels. A dark figure looms closer, with intentions unclear. Heed their message and stay away from places where light struggles to reach. In the depths of silence, something stirs. A dark figure approaches. Angels warn that stepping into certain spaces could awaken energies that lie dormant. Not every path is meant to be traveled. Not every door is meant to be opened. The angels speak of a shadow preparing to meet you. Stay alert. There are places where shadows deepen and spirits wait. The angels urge you to tread carefully, for a dark figure intends to disturb the balance around you. The light may flicker, but the angel's message is clear. A figure wrapped in shadow edges closer to you, carrying mysteries better left untouched. Your path is about to intersect with something veiled in darkness. The angels warn to be cautious where you tread, for the figure that approaches brings trouble. Guard your steps. The angels speak of a shadow moving closer, a figure whose intentions may darken your path. Avoid places where shadows prevail. The night holds secrets, and a dark figure stirs within it. Angels warn you to stay away from the room where shadows gather. A presence lingers, unseen but felt. The angels urge you to listen closely, for this figure's arrival could change everything. Some forces seek only to stir fear. The angels caution you to be wary of a figure that plans to disrupt your peace soon. Angels whisper of a shadow creeping closer, a figure from the unknown. Avoid the very rooms where the energy feels off. Darkness may wait for you there. There's a warning in the air. A dark figure plans to cross your path. Trust the angel's guidance and avoid the spaces where shadows deepen. The angel's message is clear. Be cautious, for a shadowy presence edges near. Beware the places where light is scarce. Stay vigilant. The angels hint at an entity waiting to cross paths with you, one that may not come with kind intentions. Shadows stir, and a figure watches from afar. Heed the angel's warning to avoid certain spaces, for darkness lurks there. The angels bring a warning cloaked in mystery. A figure of darkness approaches. Remain vigilant and keep away from the rooms where it might dwell. Not all presences are benign. The angels foretell of a shadow ready to intersect with your life. Be careful of spaces that feel heavy. A dark figure watches from beyond, waiting for the right moment. The angels caution you to avoid the spaces it might try to inhabit. In the dim light, an unknown presence waits. The angels advise steering clear of certain spaces where this figure may roam. Angels bring caution. A shadowy figure draws near, aiming to unsettle your peace. Trust in their guidance and avoid places where darkness dwells. The angels whisper a warning of a figure cloaked in shadow, waiting to cross paths. Avoid the spaces that don't feel welcoming. In the silence, shadows gather. A figure with unknown motives moves closer, and the angels urge you to stay away from places with dark energy. Something approaches, veiled in darkness. The angels warn you to steer clear of rooms where shadows fall heavy and thick. There's an energy moving toward you, a dark figure. Listen to the angels and avoid places where its presence might be felt. The angels bring a message. A figure shrouded in darkness plans to cross your path. Stay away from the spaces that feel off. A presence lingers at the edge of your awareness. The angels warn to keep away from places where darkness gathers, for a shadowy figure draws near. The angels urge you to be wary of a shadowy presence that wishes to enter your life. Avoid spaces where energy feels dark or stagnant. A figure of mystery waits, preparing to step into your life. The angels advise you to steer clear of rooms that feel uneasy or cold. Not all energies are welcoming. The angels warn of a figure cloaked in shadow, approaching with hidden intent. Trust your intuition and stay safe. A warning from beyond. A figure waits to cross paths with you. Avoid entering spaces where light struggles to reach. The angels bring a cautionary message of a figure lurking in darkness, waiting to disrupt. Avoid rooms where the energy feels heavy. There's a shadow moving closer with intentions unknown. The angels caution you to stay away from spaces that feel thick with unease. A dark figure plans to enter your path. The angels warn you to keep away from spaces that feel dim, where this presence might lurk. The angels advise caution, for a shadow is drawing nearer. Avoid rooms that feel cold, where darkness might be waiting. Some energies seek to disturb. The angels warn of a figure planning to cross your path. Avoid rooms that hold an unsettling aura. There's a figure in the shadows watching closely. Heed the angel's message and keep away from spaces that feel heavy with unknown energy. The angels speak of a figure cloaked in darkness, waiting to cross paths. Avoid rooms where shadows linger. This presence may be unsettling. A shadow stirs with intent, waiting for the right moment to cross your path. The angels urge you to stay away from certain spaces for now. A dark presence is preparing to approach. The angel's warning is clear. Avoid spaces that feel drained of warmth and light. In silence, a figure stirs, a shadowy presence the angels urge you to avoid. Beware of rooms where light seems scarce. The angels warn of a figure whose intentions are hidden, waiting to cross your path. Stay away from spaces that feel dense with energy. The angels urge caution. A shadowy figure nears with unknown motives. Avoid rooms where an unsettling silence prevails. The shadows hide more than we know. The angels caution you to avoid spaces where darkness feels alive, for a figure plans to cross your path. An unknown figure watches, waiting for the right moment. The angels advise you to avoid rooms that feel off, for darkness may linger there. A dark figure is on the move with intentions unclear. The angels advise caution, urging you to avoid spaces where shadows seem to gather. In silence, a figure waits to cross your path. The angel's message is clear. Avoid spaces that feel heavy with unknown energy. The angels urge caution, for a shadowy presence intends to enter your life. Be mindful of rooms that feel cold or dim. A warning from the angels. A figure cloaked in darkness draws near. Avoid rooms where light seems to struggle against shadows. In the stillness, a presence waits, a figure the angels urge you to avoid. Stay clear of spaces that carry an unsettling energy. The angels bring word of a figure cloaked in shadows, waiting for the right moment. Avoid rooms where darkness feels alive. Something watches, waiting for an encounter. The angels caution you to avoid spaces where light barely penetrates. A shadowy figure plans to cross your path, bringing unknown intentions. Heed the angel's message and stay away from spaces that feel unsettling. An unknown presence approaches, veiled in mystery. The angels urge you to avoid rooms where an unsettling quiet prevails. A dark figure approaches with hidden motives. The angels advise caution, warning to stay away from rooms where shadows linger. In the quiet spaces, a figure stirs, waiting to cross your path. The angels urge caution and to avoid rooms that feel dark and unwelcoming. The angels bring a message of warning. A figure in shadows plans to approach. Trust their guidance and stay away from places that feel uninviting. The angels have spoken. Beware the shadow that moves silently closer. Avoid places where the air feels heavy, for a dark figure is near. In the dark corners of the world, something stirs. A shadow prepares to cross your path, and the angels warn you to stay away from places filled with unease. A shadow looms ever closer, its intentions veiled in mystery. The angels urge you to stay clear of spaces where the light seems dim by an unseen force. There is a presence that moves in silence, a dark figure with a hidden agenda. Heed the angel's warning, stay away from the spaces where it lingers. A figure draped in shadows is moving toward you, its plans unknown. The angels urge you to avoid entering rooms where darkness thrives. Angels speak of a presence waiting to disrupt your peace. A figure wrapped in darkness seeks to cross your path. Heed their guidance. Keep away from spaces of darkness. Beware the quiet spaces where shadows grow thick. A figure plans to cross your path soon. and the angels warn you to stay clear of these darkened rooms. In the stillness, the angels bring a warning. A shadowy figure watches you. Avoid entering spaces where you feel cold and uneasy, for its presence draws near. A figure cloaked in shadow intends to cross your path soon. The angels whisper a warning to stay away from the rooms where its dark energy lingers. The angels are watching closely, and they see a dark figure moving toward you. Avoid the places that give off unsettling vibes, for this presence is not one to trust.